A struct in C++ is equivalent to a class, except that members of a struct default to public access instead of private access as in classes. By convention, a struct is used instead of a class when we want to represent a simple data structure that mainly contains public fields. To declare objects of a struct, we can use the normal declaration syntax as we have seen before. Another alternative syntax commonly used with structs is to declare the objects when the struct is defined by placing the object names before the ending semicolon. There is also a syntactical shortcut available when we want to initialize an object, which is called Aggregate Initialization. This allows us to set the fields using a brace-enclosed, comma-separated list of initializer clauses. This type of initialization can only be used when the class type does not include any constructors, virtual functions, or base classes. The fields must also all be public unless they are declared as static. This is why it is more common to use aggregate initialization with structs than it is with classes. Similar to structs, C++ also has the union type, which has the difference that all fields share the same memory position. Therefore, the size of a union is the size of the largest field it contains, in this case the integer field, which is 4 bytes large. This means that the union type can only be used to store one value at a time, because changing one field will also change the value of the others. The benefit of a union, in addition to efficient memory usage, is that it provides multiple ways of viewing the same memory location. For example, we can declare a union with 3 data members that allow us to access the same group of 4 bytes in multiple ways. Using the integer field, we can access all 4 bytes at once. Using the data structure, we can view 2 bytes at a time, and using the char array, we can view just a single byte. A union type can also be declared without a name. This is called an anonymous union and defines an unnamed object whose members can be accessed directly from the scope where it's declared. An anonymous union cannot contain methods or non-public members, and if it's declared globally, it must be static.